It's with sincere gratitude for all of you who have come today, that we may be able to celebrate 10 years of CMS Africa. From small beginnings, we've heard a little bit, and we are grateful to God for what He has done up to this moment. There are many people who have contributed to what it is today that I personally may not even know, but I'm sure some of them are in this place, and I've heard various names being mentioned, and we just want to say we thank God for this work. Now, when you do such a significant task, and also the 10 years that have spread the work of CMS Africa in several countries, for those of us who are coming in, it gives us a responsibility that is, to be honest, overwhelming. But the responsibility that we have is not to drop the baton, but on the other hand, to continue and hold it up high. And so we thank you so much for the great work that you have done. Now, he introduced me, and I think I probably needed to say just a little bit more about myself. My name, as you heard, is John Sonyonyi, and I usually drop those titles for a very simple reason. When I'm coming to heaven and I'm being introduced to Jesus, I'm sure all the titles will drop off, isn't it? All of them will just drop off. And I'll just be happy to hear that Jesus is calling me, John Sonyonyi, please do come in. And that will suffice for me. But I come from Uganda, and I work as Vice Chancellor of Uganda Christian University. And I've been doing that for the last 8 years. I've actually been at the university for 18 years. And I am married to one wife. And as we say in Uganda, she's a woman. In this day and age, these things must be said clearly, isn't it? And God has blessed us with 4 children, 1 daughter and 3 boys. 2 of our children are married, and we have 3 grandchildren. My wife is a counseling psychologist. She has a PhD in counseling psychology, and she practices counseling both privately and also working for the Bank of Uganda, which is the Central Bank of Uganda. But I don't think I can leave this place without saying I actually came to Christ in Nairobi. And for me, that is something that I'm eternally thankful for. I was a student at the University of Nairobi when I came to Christ in 1976. I'm a mathematician by training, and I eventually did my PhD in mathematical statistics. But the Lord saved me as a young student at the University of Nairobi. And that is a testimony for another day. I don't want to say much more than that, except for this, that He has led me all these years. He has watched over me. And I think what I can promise is that the Lord is going to continue leading us and helping us even as we move forward with the foundation that has been laid, building on it. And so that's what I'm really thankful for. Now, since the night is fast spent, it's not my desire to prolong my comments, but simply now to do the job for which I was invited. But you know, these are the things that always happen. They invite you to invite someone, and you give a speech. So at this moment, may I invite our dear brother, and I think we overlapped at university anyway. He will tell the story himself if he wishes. But it's a joy for me to be able to thank in a very, very special way our brother, the Reverend Dr. Dennis Tongoy. Thank you so much. You're outgoing, yes, but you have laid a foundation that we can all be proud of. Thank you so much for those years of service. And honestly, we are very proud for the work that you have done. It's always good when you can leave on a high note, rather than leaving And they say good riddance to bad rubbish. You have done a good job. And only God can reward you. And we promise we will continue to build on that. And may God bless you indeed. But now I should also thank your wife. I think that's your wife, because I've never met her. Yes, the way I saw you, you know when you see people talking to each other, you get to realize this one is a wife. Because married people are either talking to each other in a rather intimate way, or they are not talking at all. But these people were talking to each other. And so thank you for supporting him for those 10 years. May I now invite you to come and do whatever you need to do with us. May God bless you. Thank you very much.